Have you ever noticed that the highest paid remote jobs are often the most boring? To be honest, you probably haven't, as most people only talk about the flashy ways to make money online. However, they often ignore the ones that aren't considered cool. But the problem with cool remote jobs is that the competition is sky high, whereas the ones that aren't as popular are almost always hiring because people don't even know they exist. You see, I made my millions in the radio control model industry, as well as investing in the stock market. Many people would consider that pretty boring. So I'm living proof that boring and sometimes even nerdy jobs pay extremely well. That's why today I'm going to be revealing my top 7 boring but high paying remote jobs. First up is a short form strategist. Believe it or not, if you're guilty of a late night TikTok scroll, then you probably know more about short form content than someone with a film degree. This job is all about spotting viral moments in long form videos and then telling editors what to cut and what to keep in. Don't worry, this doesn't involve creating content yourself or being on camera. It's purely a strategic role. For each of these jobs, I'm going to be looking at their ranking in these 5 different categories, and then we're going to put them head to head to see what job comes out on top. If you haven't already guessed, I've designed these like huge top trump cards that I used to like playing with when I was a kid. Let's start with the category you guys probably care about the most: earning power. Now, this is a hard one because the better you get, the more you'll be able to earn. Indeed.com puts a salary range between $22,000 and $172,000, but that's because there are so many different things you can offer as a short form strategist. So if you're just starting out, I think $48,000 is a very realistic estimate. Next, let's dig into the beginner score. This one is super easy to start, as you don't have to learn how to edit or film videos. Instead, you can just focus on coming up with the best hooks, learning video pacing, and cracking the code for viral videos. That's why in this category, it ranks a solid 9 out of 10. Next is growth potential. This is important when picking a job, as you want to know that there's the ability to earn more as you get better. If you want to earn closer to those higher figures that I mentioned earlier, then you'll need to take a more active role in planning out videos from scratch. You could also look into negotiating some kind of view-based bonus, so whenever a video goes viral, you also benefit financially. If you can prove your strategy works and gets good results for multiple clients, you'll be able to charge much more and hit much larger numbers. That's how you take it from $48,000 per year to $100,000 plus. For this reason, I've ranked this category as 8 out of 10. Now for a category I'm calling survivability. This is all about if the job would be around in the future. The last thing you want is for the job you pick to be replaced by AI in the next couple of years. Luckily, content strategy is something AI is incredibly bad at. That's why this gets a solid 8.5 out of 10. Finally, let's look at its freedom factor. Look, at the end of the day, clients don't care if you're in Texas or Thailand. They care about results. And as long as you perform, you can have the freedom to live and work anywhere. So it ranks 9.5 out of 10. As this job is the first one we've talked about, it's currently leading in all categories, but that won't be the case for much longer. Job number 2 is a customer service coordinator. Have you ever been on a website and needed some help only to be directed to an AI bot and just frantically typed in, "Talk to a human"? Well, if you choose to become a customer service coordinator, then you'll become the human on the other end. Think of it like being a middleman between bots and customers. As far as earning power goes, Indeed.com puts this between $52,000 and $120,000 per year. However, it is dependent on where the companies you work for are based and what they're selling. So let's go with a more conservative estimate of $65,000. This one is pretty beginner friendly because all you need are some great communication skills, a knack for problem solving, and a little bit of patience to understand the business you're working for. That's why it gets a solid 8 out of 10. Now, growth is where the potential of this job really shines. Every business, big or small, needs customer service, but not every company has the budget or time to hire a whole team. So this job really fills that hole. By having one person manage the bots and only step in when things go wrong, it means that it's far more